Stilled Southern Forest. Welcome to the Rift. This is the still world. Everything you see floating around in here was sucked in through a rift. Can't read. Anything that ends up here will begin to break apart and eventually vanish completely. Me and my friends have the ability to restore things that have ended up in the rifts, though. Speaking of, I sense my friends deeper in here. Let's go, Zelda. This place is so cool. Being inside of the rift was not something I was expecting, but it's so cool. Also, if this thing is around, if it gets to you, it will create some monsters. Which is fine, you probably have to expect it to just, like, get you. And it's not too bad once you get rid of the monsters as well. And we have to use, like, the things from... that were, like, pulled into the rift to actually platform around. When people get pulled into rifts, they kind of petrify and can't move anymore. And if they stay that way, they'll eventually fade away. But that won't happen to you, Zelda. You're special. There's that guy's wife. Also, the P-hat for this is super good, because it can just take care of things right away without you having to really deal with it at all. Let's hit that switch. Let's head back. Okay, bunch of soul in here. But, yeah. The P-hat is, like, super good early on. I don't have to do anything. I just have to watch, basically. P-fight versus P-hats. Get rid of that. Let's keep moving. But yeah, this rift, like the rift, being inside the rift is so cool. Especially because it's being called the Still World. That's just such a cool name for it. Gonna let this grab me. Although we can actually, like, just ignore the enemies for the most part. Probably. Also, if we check the map, we can actually see, like, the darkness we haven't explored yet. Gonna go across here. Even the platforms, like, are rotated sometimes. To make it a bit of a challenge to get around, which is really cool. Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Because I'm targeting him, he's gonna attack for me. There we go. Also, some good rupees around. A familiar face. Hey! I remember this one from the castle. I can restore her back to normal if we mend this rift. Minister left, despite it being very far from the castle. And by the way, this is actually our first dungeon. This is where you were trapped not too long ago. We're getting closer to my friends. They're farther in, but we're getting there. Suthorn Ruins. And we also have waypoints inside of the rift, which is so cool. A very useful thing, indeed. A very good mechanic to use. I can't get past this boulder. It's not a boulder, it's a rock. That's a pretty big rock, huh? You know, when I'm fixing rifts, I have to move a lot of things around. I bet the ability to do that would come in handy for you. If you guide me with the rod, I can move things for you based on your movement. Try facing this boulder and then guide me by pressing X. So we can now pick things up with try. We're bound together. Okay, now try moving. This is bind. Use X to guide try. The monster or object that try binds will binds to the will. that try binds to will then follow your movements. You can also use ZR or ZL. Why do I keep getting that wrong? ZL to target whatever you want to try to bind to. So we can move anything basically, including monsters, and then we can just like let it go. We could also just put that in the Switch, but I'm just gonna drop that in the pit because it's very satisfying. Don't need to keep anything on the button. Now, let me just go down here, pick this up, and jump it out, because even if we change our elevation, it also goes with us, which is super helpful. Move this around. Get in there. I'm like slightly too far away. That's fine, we can still move it if we target it. Like that. But there is a limited range to how far we can bind to something. Now let's bind to this chest and then pull away from it to pull it out of the ground. And let's take it with us. Not that we need to, it's just a cool thing we can do. I think we can also open up the chest from any side as well, which is good. You got 5 portions of radiant butter. I don't know how long it's been in this chest for, but it's probably radiant. This butter was fermented in such a way that it shines brightly. You can't use it in its current form. It's good to get some radiant butter though. I might also want to heal. Not that I need to, it's just probably good to like top up. It's just a little bit slow using the bed, so is the only thing. As you can see. Let's go down this way. Okay. Got some web that we can climb on. And I definitely want to drop some rocks in this spider here. This Sculptor. It's very effective. Let's learn that. You learned the Strantula. So now, if we place that down, we spawn it in, and create a web for us to climb. We're gonna only spawn in 1 right now though, because it requires 2 triangles. So we're gonna have to be like really careful with how we use our echoes. You got a dungeon map. Now you can see the dungeon layout, and this area of the still world. Dungeon maps, press minus to open up the dungeon map. While it's open you can toggle the still world view on or off with the left or right. Oh, cool, so we can actually like switch maps like that. Otherwise you can just like go to an entrance and just press A on that. Also there's a chest outside that I missed. That's fine, we don't need everything in the rift, but I would like to go back for that actually. Just because I can't leave it now that I know it's there. Nope, don't touch me. Those Strantulas will still attack you. If they're not your own. So it's good to have echoes of them to climb rather than using the ones that are already there. Also, this place should look familiar. Hello, Ignazol. P-fight. I'm not gonna stop that, by the way. Let's head on up. This is very familiar, which is actually so cool. That this is actually the... yeah. This is the dungeon that we're in with Link. Although, Link could actually jump higher than Zelda, which is really cool. A good thing to note. Oh, monster. That's not working. Let's try Ignazol. That doesn't work either. If in doubt... Oh, that did set him on fire, though. If in doubt, P-hat. That's working. Nice. Put that away. Let's learn. The Dark Nut Echo. It's another 3. Okay. And I believe we can't go to the right this time. So we're gonna have to go to the left, which was actually blocked off when we were Link, so... This is our first time actually going over this way. Well, so if I look at the map, I can actually see that, like, certain areas, like, intertwine a bit. Kind of. We could also see, like, the map actually shows the outline of the next floor up as well. Or below. So it's still the same shape, but it, like, has the different spots on the map. I don't know if I'm explaining this well, and I might be wrong about some things I'm saying. Anyway. Grab those. Good stuff. There's a brazier here if we didn't get one earlier. Gonna need fire. Let me actually see if I can spawn this up there. Oh, it just works if it's next to it. Okay, that's fine then. Let's also use Bind, because Bind is so powerful. It's incredible. We could also, like, use these boxes to get up there, but we could also just, like, destroy them all. We don't need them. How do I want to do this? Should be able to... Might need, like, a bed or something. Just gonna put a Zol up there, Ignazol. And there we go. Very cool the way that this game does puzzles. Because you have to have, like, the right thing for it. And it will usually give you something you need if you haven't got it already. So it's good to, like, pay attention to what echoes it's giving you, even if you already have them. Well, now that we have that, I also want to go back to the entrance. And go get that chest I missed. So I think it's over this way. There's an underground here. We could probably just, like, go up. Straight up? But also, what's this, then? This might be a separate thing. It appears to be. A whole hidden thing. Set you on fire. Maybe spawn some ropes, because they're pretty good. Nice. Also, if you're, like, falling on something, you can, like, get stuck. And it'll actually despawn them. To make sure you land on the ground. Just something to be aware of. 50 rupees, that makes you really happy. Oh, yes'm. Head on up. Let's see if we can actually get up there as well. Should be able to. Just need to use this tree here. And open it up. 20 rupees, excellent. Now let's head back inside. Back to the warp. It is nice using the D-pad to, like, quickly change the map. It's super helpful. Like, change the outside to inside, and then change the floor. But there's a shield here that we can, like, grab onto with Bind and then pull on. Make the statue line up with the rest. Except its arm's actually up, so it's actually slightly different from the other ones. That's cool, though. Also, this is definitely a room we've been in before. Because that's where Link came from. And that's where we exited. When the wall broke down. What do I want for these? I probably just want to... I mean, I could just go all out. Get him! Not very good at this, though. Easy. Gonna ignore that one for the moment. Get out my bed again. The bed is super powerful. It's gonna be the most used echo we have for a while. Can I just... No. Hang on. If we drop something from too high and it's breakable, it'll do that as well. So I think if we do that instead, that's probably the better way to get to this. 50 rupees, that makes you really happy. We can move on. Although I need to get up again. Like that. P-hat. Still set to most used. It's good to know. No, don't do that. Get you. And you. once it's done with that one. I mean, we could also spawn in a copy of itself for it to fight, because that should end in a tie, end in a draw, which can be good for us. Also, this looks like the final ascent. Huh? Is that the person who fought the blue monster? Well, it's time to fight the most powerful enemy, considering how powerful he was at the beginning of the game. And now we have to go against that somehow. He has a shield though, and if we use what we've learned from the shield statue, we can take his shield away. Take him out with his P-hat, probably. Hopefully. Link is really good though at fighting our echoes. Oh boy. If we're patient though, we should be able to get him. Second phase. He's purple now, and he's got his shield back, so let's grab that. Actually, nope, I grabbed the wrong... No, that's really not good. Maybe fire? Yeah. We can actually, like, move him around to put him into the hazards that we have for ourselves. He's really being rude right now, though. I can't... Oh, he's so strong! He's strong! Also, I'm breaking some of the pots I need right now. If I distract him with that... Nope. He's too quick, but if I get around him, we should be fine. I thought I could steal the shield back, though. Get him, get him, get him, get him! Get him, get him, get him, get him! None of that. I can't steal the shield. Ow! There we go. But we got him. That was intense. He looked like the guy who helped you before, but this one wanted to hurt you. He was weird, like the imposters back at the castle. Looks like he left something behind. You got a mysterious sword. It's the weapon the swordsman in the green tunic had. His name, Link, is engraved on it. I feel powerful energy coming from that sword, even more powerful than the large rifts. Yeah, that sword has a special kind of power. Let's raise the sword by pressing up on the D-pad. You look strong, like that guy who wears green. Raise your sword with the up on the D-pad to enter sword fighter form. Once transformed, you can attack with Y. While transformed, defend your shield with your shield by pressing and holding ZL. You can also jump higher than usual in this form with B. So like Link, we can now jump a whole block rather than half a block. Finally, hold down Y to charge your sword, then release it for a spin attack. But it's good to know we can jump higher in this form. We do have an energy bar though, as we use it, which gets refilled by some energy that we can find around. It should just like float into us as long as we're close enough. You got some energy. You feel a mysterious might growing within you. Let's slash away at this darkness, and press the button again to put it back, because otherwise our energy bar will go down. And we want to have the sword fighter form as much as possible when we actually need it. While in sword fighter form, the energy gauge in the upper left corner of the screen will decrease. You will automatically exit sword fighter form after the energy gauge is depleted. You can also exit this form by pressing up on the D-pad. You can refill your energy gauge by gathering energy. There should be some just floating around the room. Grab some of that. Nice. But yeah, this is going to be super helpful. Can't see around, but that's fine. We should definitely use most recently learned so we can get that. Use the Strantula to get up here. And get a heart pin. This hairpin has a distinctive heart design. It makes hearts appear a little more often. You can wear different items that will have a variety of benefits. You can equip these items from the plus menu under equipment. So let me just equip that. So we'll find more hearts. Go with that. We need to move this rock as well. Which should be just fine if we like drop it like there. Probably. Go past it. No, I need to move it slightly. There we go. Perfect. All according to plan. Gonna break these. Nothing. Okay. Items can be a bit rare sometimes, so we need to take our time. Or not take our time, I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to go with that. Let's get this checkpoint. Waypoint. And we've got a big locked door and a small locked door. And way to the left. So let's start there. Deku Baba. The good thing about these is we don't have to really fight them, we can just pull on them. To get rid of them like that. Let's learn a new Echo. Deku Baba. That'll be useful. And of course, now that we have the sword fighter form, we can also use that. Ow. Nice. Pull those back in. There's one up there, though. Might better do that, maybe? They don't reach. I mean, there's always the P-hat. If in doubt. That'll work. Okay, we've got two paths. What does the map say to do? Either or. And. But we actually need to use that power here to go over this Deku Baba. So we can get this chest to spawn. Also, it feels nice having Deku Babas again. It feels like it's been a while. I might be wrong about that, but it feels like it's been a while. Got a small key, it can open a locked door. And that's displayed underneath the top right of the screen. Which is quite useful. Let's try this way. Okay, interesting. Let's just quickly grab that statue. Go up, get it onto that platform there. And as long as we keep in line with that wall, we should keep the statue up there. Let's put on the switch. Those toll bars are really cool as well. Open this up. And get 50 rupees. Good stuff. We're gonna need all these rupees. I like how much it gives you, though. It's quite nice, the game. Well, so this shouldn't give me anything, should it? No. Since we already broke those open. Got some more statues. Let's just get that one up there. To match with the rest. And let's head on down. This place is really cool, though. Yes. Nod. Hey Zelda, is this a good game? Oh, thank you for letting me know. Oh yeah, Zelda. There's one more thing you can do when using Bind. After binding yourself to something with X, try holding R. While holding R, your movements will follow what you're bound to. Reverse bond. You can use, while using bind, press and hold R to follow the motion of whatever you're bound to yourself. So if we do like that, we follow along with it, because I'm holding down R. And it's kind of important, like, to make sure you know what you're bound to, and what's in control of what. But it should help us quite a lot. We'll see about this, though. Also, targeting it with this, like, particular power is going to be quite helpful as well. Come on. No, come back. No, I've made this bad choice, bad choice, bad choice, bad choice, bad choice, bad choice. No! Nah, it's going to be out of line now. You kind of need to have this in line just right. Also, I'm sure we could probably just, like, spawn in Strantula, probably. Oh, calm down. That'll work. Let's go with that. You have to kind of, like, know where you are in relation to the object you're binding to. Quite a lot, so you can make sure you're in the right spots for things. We could definitely just, like, use a Strantula, though. But it's cool to do the puzzles as intended, so. But this is a pretty, like, open game as to what you can do. Basically. Let's target that. Grab and bind. Slash follow. For some reason I refer to, like, following the object as bind, rather than grabbing the object to begin with. 20 rupees, excellent. No, grab. Okay, there we go. It gets some use getting used to, but it's a really good power. Which, speaking of which, all the powers that we currently have work so well together. Because we have the echoes, which, like, just are good in general. But then we also have bind. And then we can follow along with bind, and we have the sword fighter form. Just, like, all really good powers that work so well together. Anyway, we just need to get the statue up there. It's pretty simple. And we have a big chest here. Holding the big key. Now you can open the big door. I'll just put that in my big pocket. This also brings us right back to where we were before. Also, I'm pretty sure if you hop into a pot, you can actually, like, move around in it. Not that you need to, but it's a thing you can do. I am pot. I can't be stopped. Except I definitely can. Oh hey, Electro Apple. But anyway, let's go in. Nobody's here. But I definitely sensed my friends in this spot earlier. Seismic Talus. My friends, they're in that creature. We've got to get them out of there. Come on, we can do this. Let's grab onto that, or dodge. Pull. Got it. Now let's hit it with what we have. Sword fighter form, mostly. Sword fighter form is really good. Here we go, we have ourselves a boss. Also dodge the hands, and spin, target this thing and pull, get out of the way of the fist, keep pulling. Nice. It can also be pretty good to spawn something in to attack it while you're also attacking it. Not that we need to, we just can. If we want to go fast. It's the way to go. Okay. final phase. Because the bosses really love their phases. Let's pull this out. Nice. And let's finish it off. Just like that. Zelda, these are my friends. We set them free. They're filled with energy and ready to get to work. So now we can finally fix the rift here. Using our echo ability, we can restore the entire area that was swallowed up by the rift. Watch this. My friends shared some of their power with me. Level 2. I feel like I can do even more now. Try again to triangle. Press Y to create all sorts of echoes. Oh yeah, also, they told me something while we were fixing the rift. They said that big rock monster showed up and captured them. So then they weren't able to fix the rift because they were trapped inside the monster. Oh, and one other thing. There are crystals that show up when we fix rifts. They're neat, so I'll give them to you, Zelda. You got 5 unusual crystals from Try. I'm all finished up here. We can head out now if you're ready. I think we can leave from that spot. Also, that cutscene of the spirits like spiraling is so perfect. That's exactly how that should have been done. You got a heart container. Your maximum number of hearts has increased, and they've been filled. Very nice. We can travel between the still world and your world here. Do you want to return to your world now? Yes, please. Okay, let's go.